You're listening to the Two Dumb Babies Secret Podcast, available every week on Patreon and every other week on YouTube and wherever else you listen to podcasts. And now, for the intro.
I would like all of you to know we're not in this together.
I'm doing a haka, or sorta.
Mahaka?
I'm doing the haka motions.
What's haka?
It's like what they do in
Sumo?
New Zealand, like the rugby team. You ever seen that?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, when we went to New Zealand for a show, they did a whole long dance crazy thing. That's like the whole New Zealand thing. I think it was all that. Yeah. They did it in the airport.
Yeah, they do it everywhere.
It was crazy.
They do it. They do it at Zippy's, at Arby's.
We had just flown for like a day, and they're like, "Hey, you want to go watch these people dance weird over in the side of this airport?" And we're like, kind of like to get to the hotel and eat a real meal, but
like, nah, man.
And it went on for like 20 minutes. I remember starting to film it, and then it was just going on too long, and I was like, "I'm not gonna film this whole thing. This is ridiculous."
I got the gist of it. I got 10 minutes. That's fine. Oh, the last 10 minutes is the best part. They kill each other. I missed it.
They did have spears, I think.
It's spears?
I think so.
That's just racist. That doesn't sound right.
It's only racist if they didn't have the spears, and I'm just thinking they did.
If they didn't, yeah, exactly.
And I'm not 100% sure, but they were also in an airport. I don't know. Maybe they couldn't have weapons.
Yeah, maybe that's just how big New Zealand is. It's like the whole of New Zealand is like the size of an airport. Why would you get all the? I never understand putting entertainment in the airport. You know what I mean?
Well, it was done specially for the band of a welcome.
Oh, okay.
We're doing
that's
some
nice.
festival there, and it was.
I thought they just had welcome. That's like having a show on the side of the road.
Yeah.
Like on the side of the freeway. You're like, hey man, I'm trying to get somewhere.
No, they weren't like busking. They didn't have like a hat like, out in front of a little wooden mask or something that you put change in. This is why we need TSA to stop people from performing in the fucking terminals.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to my hotel, and my girlfriend wants to watch the drummer. Like, no, let's get out of here. This sucks. I hate the airport.
Sometimes there are like little kids performing in the airport on like a piano or like violin. I've seen that before.
Where, dude? Thanks to 9/11, not anymore, dude.
Not as much.
Get those little terrorist kids out of my airport. But they're terrorizing me with their shitty music.
I can't go anywhere else. This isn't fair.
Depress the pilot into crashing it himself. This is what I do to support my whole family. He's like, I'm just gonna crash it, dude. I'm just gonna bring down Flight 222.
That's the most depressing thing I've ever seen.
I've never been sadder.
What does humanity come to? That'd be
my
horrible.
left hand is made of wood and straws. Like, oh no, I hate this.
You think anyone's tried to panhandle on a plane, like walking up and down the roads, be like, I need change for a bus when we land. Idea.
That's awesome. I would love that. I wouldn't give him money, but I'd be like, that's awesome.
You're like, wow, good on you. You're working in the air. That's some dedication.
That's some Greyhound behavior. That's one of those things where you're like, how'd you get on this airplane? There's a bus that goes where we're going.
Well, you work the bus circuit long enough, you know. You work your way up. You bus city to city. It's a grind. It's a real grind.
Yeah, that's Railroad Jerry. He jerks off on airplanes now. He fucking made it. He made it out of the bus circuit.
Fucking legend right there. Yeah, jerking off on an airplane.
His dad jerked off on an airplane. It was kind of nepotism. You know? It's kind of how it works in this game. You gotta know somebody. Yeah. His dad was a big Hollywood plane jerk off.
Wait, does he just come from like a rich person, or does he just come from another hobo?
It comes from it's a legacy of successful homeless people.
That's pretty cool.
And this fake guy.
Yeah.
Hey, Larston, come on.
Come on.
You ever looked at his butthole when he barks? It moves. like pulses.
No, but I think you answered the question.
Yeah. Check it out next time, dude. It's like,
hey, Larson, come here. Let me see your butthole.
Larson, face the other way next time you bark. Who's a good boy?
Don't you dare look at me when you're barking. You point that asshole at me.
The real fans will always remember the dog barking in the studio. They'll be like, bring back the dog barking in the studio the whole time. And it's and we'd be like, it's Larson, sir. That's his name.
He's
he has
been
a
quiet
name.
all day. And then I guess he hears us talking a bunch at this point. He's like, well, if everyone's talking, I want to be noisy.
I know. My dog growls at me when I start talking too much. She's like, thinks I'm barking at her or something like that. So she's like, he's a little asshole.
It's like, well, if you're going to be loud, I'm going to be loud too. I think that's the whole entire thought. It's like when you eat. They're like, you're eating. I want to eat.
Yeah. What is this?
What the hell? Thought we were on the same side.
You get to eat. I don't get to. You get to go outside. You get to bite your friends in the neck.
I want to bite your friends in the neck.
Yeah. We were on a roll with this homeless thing, and then Larson just had to get his 2 cents in.
Wrecked it. What if what he said was really funny?
But that's the thing, though. It's never very funny. He always puts his thing in.
I don't know.
And it never lands.
Maybe what he said, he looks sad now. He's laying in the doorway.
He's probably bummed.
He's like, all right, well, they didn't like what I had to say.
I hate when I'm in a conversation and I say something that nobody likes. I want to leave, too. I get it.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't dislike what you said, Larson. I just want you to know that.
Jumping into a circle of people talking and everyone's laughing, and then you say something, and then everyone stops laughing. You're like,
yeah,
man, I fucking.
You're like, dude, I'm gonna go crash an airplane. This sucks. I feel like shit.
I don't mind ruining like a cipher accidentally. That's expected when I jump in. but ruining the laughter.
I'm never in like circles of people who are good at freestyling. So
yeah.
Like sometimes I have some friends back home who are pretty good, but it's never like, oh, this guy fucked it up. It's always like, well,
yeah,
he probably shouldn't have said anything, but it's fine. No one's really good here.
You could just, as long as you just keep going, just keep saying words.
Yeah, exactly.
Sort of on beat, you're fine.
Yeah.
It's ciphering's like 99% confidence, I think.
Yeah.
Like 1% actually saying
being on Xanax. If you're on Xanax, all of a sudden you're really good.
I'm only like mumble rapping though.
Nah, dude, it gets rid of the anxiety of like this sucks.
Yeah,
like I'm not good even on Xanax, but other people tell me. Good rappers tell me it helps.
Good rappers tell me Xanax super helpful.
It's all about, and that's the confidence thing. You know what I mean?
It also sounds like it's helpful to be good. You're like, all these good people tell me
exactly.
that.
But then they're like, I do a ton of Xanax. I'm like, okay, I guess that's the secret.
Yeah. How many bars is a ton?
I think like, I don't know, half a bar probably seems like a ton.
Half a bar's a ton?
I don't know.
That's what Drake did, isn't it? Half a
Xan, yeah.
Yeah.
13 hours till he land.
Yeah.
Till I land.
Half of anything just sounds like not enough drugs.
It's just a powerful drug. You know what I mean? That's where it's like.
I don't know.
That's anytime I'm like, oh, you only need half. I'm like, you don't know what you're talking about. Then I eat the whole thing, and I'm like, I am fucking injured.
That person was right.
Anytime you get if you're ever like, hey, only take 4, you're like, okay, whatever, dude. I'm gonna take 9. It doesn't matter. If they're like, hey, only do a quarter of this, you're like, I'm gonna do half of a quarter of this.
Usually if someone tells you an amount of a drug to do, and of like a max amount of a drug to do, they're trying to help you. They're on your side.
Yeah, exactly. They're not like, hey, it'd be funny if I told him to do not enough drugs so it ruins his night.
And none of us are going to have fun. Unless they're like, hey, don't do all of that because I want to do some. Yeah, exactly. That just
case,
means you don't have enough drugs.
In that case, do all the drugs, you freeloader. That's how. Hell yeah.
And then tell them how good your high is.
Yeah, and then say you dumped a bunch on the ground or something like that. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, Xanax when I did Xanax, it felt like mushrooms, kind of.
Really?
A little bit. Yeah, it was like.
Or
that kind of like, I don't know, all your thoughts connecting in like weird new ways and stuff like that.
Light head.
Yeah, exactly. You're kind of like your chest kind of feels it's
not lightheaded, but everything in your head feels like floaty.
Yeah, exactly. At least that's how it was for me. I don't know.
That's cool.
Maybe everyone has their own.
I don't think I've ever done Xanax. Yeah. I don't like pills.
It's like an anxiety medication, I think.
Yeah, it is.
I think it's
a real.
Yeah.
My dad takes it. Like it's a real anxiety medicine that is prescribed to you by psychiatrists.
Yeah.
But
then like
most drugs, we find ways to do them for fun.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sure alcohol at one point was for like health reasons.
Guaranteed, dude. I know cocaine was.
Yeah.
Cocaine was for everything for a little bit. Up until like 1985, it was for everything.
and then it took another like 8 years before.
Yeah, and even then
it was like frowned upon.
Yeah, and it's only frowned upon now because of fentanyl. If it weren't for fentanyl, people would be like, more coke.
Yeah. Crack was made so that
so people
coke
would like coke
be frowned upon. No. It's just like, hey, people are starting to be like down on coke and call me a drug addict. Like, we need another drug that.
I feel like crack was the thing that made people dislike coke finally.
Yeah.
So everyone's like, oh yeah, he does coke. He's a businessman.
Yeah.
And then they were like, also, that's like what crack is made out of. And they're like, that's what crack is made out of. This is bad
but
now.
It's cheaper.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just crack is coke for the people.
Yeah, the people's coke.
That's the people's coke.
Yeah,
that's what you want. Dude.
You need a people's version.
I want a relatable. It's like if Bernie Sanders was cocaine, he'd be crack.
Yeah,
he'd be a big old crack rock in Vermont.
That's why mushrooms are great. Mushrooms are cheap.
Yeah, exactly. They grow from the ground.
Better than psychiatrists.
You could pick mushrooms in Maui. Oh, I shouldn't say this. I'm gonna ruin the spot. Nobody fucking forget I said that. I'm not telling you.
Yeah. Best mushrooms I've had came from Maui.
Yeah. We picked them once, and it was you got to look for like the piles of cow poop is the idea. And there's like mushrooms growing in them. Like, there they are. There's the magic mushrooms. And like they tell you that, like, you got to look for the cow poop, and you pick the mushrooms in there, and they're like, mushrooms and cow poop, this sounds like some magical thing that doesn't exist.
This sounds like a prank.
Yeah, this sounds fake. And you go out there, and every like 3 piles of cow poop, there's mushrooms growing out of it. And you're like, there it is, dude.
How do people find it in the beginning? They're like, I'm going to go eat that cow poop.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It wasn't even like the mushrooms. They're like, I'm going to eat some cow shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, this cow shit's making me get in touch with my ancestors.
That was when there was not much food around. And then it was just passed down. It's like, hey, if you eat cow shit, you fucking, everything's so cool.
Till then, there was like the Isaac Newton of these cave people. And they're like, hey, it's actually the mushrooms. It's not the cow shit. We shouldn't be eating the cow shit.
Oh, look at this fucking fancy ass.
It was like in the year 10 or something. I don't know. I guess, no, the year 10, there was Romans already. That's like, Romans knew not to eat shit, I think.
I don't know.
I don't know a lot about Romans, but I'm pretty sure they didn't eat just literal shit from the ground.
All of them? What about the poor ones?
I mean, maybe some of the poor ones. Maybe the people who lived outside of Rome. You know what I mean? Like the Germans, whatever they were called. Remember those guys? The barbarian Germans?
The barbarian Germans?
Yeah.
Germans are always, they've been barbarians for a long time.
Yeah.
Finally stopped.
I mean, maybe.
I don't know.
No, I've never been to Germany.
I didn't know the barbarians were Germans.
Yeah, they were Germans.
Be honest.
I think the guys who killed Rome were Germans.
Yeah?
And they were like, I heard there's a bunch of Jews in Rome. Yeah. And there were.
They also spread all...
They're like, we got to burn Rome down.
They're the ones who spread all the shit about killing Jesus.
Yeah, exactly.
They're like, those Jews did it. We should all fuck them up, right? Just kill all of them.
Everyone talks about how like Arabs are the ancestral enemies of Jews. It's always been Germans. It's never not been Germans.
It's just Germans who snuck into the Roman palace and this and that. They're whispering in the air.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, no, you need to kill the Jews. You're like, hey, you don't sound like the rest of us.
Yeah, why do you have this silly accent?
I don't know what you're talking about. Like, no one has accents. We all talk the same.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of us. There were dinosaurs and now there's people.
Yeah, I rode a dinosaur here.
The last dinosaur.
Those are the real ancestral enemies.
I rode them here and I killed
the Jewish people. Is dinosaurs.
The real chosen people.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you look deep enough back in the Kabbalah, the first Jews were dinosaurs. That's real.
That's real. That's a fact. You don't even have to look it up. I told you already.
Don't look it up. I read it. I read it so you don't have to.
They're like a highlights magazine.
Yeah. You ever seen the ones with like the little round head? You know what I'm talking about? I do. Those were yarmulkes.
The original yarmulke. Had spikes going around the sides of it.
Yeah, there were spikes. The hair didn't survive like the fossils, but they had curls going down.
The original yarmulke like really protected your head.
Yeah, it was for something.
It was a trap.
It was a helmet. And then God came down and turned dinosaurs into people. And that's why.
And that was the real
where
evolution.
Jews came from.
Yeah, and evolution.
All people came from.
All people are descendants of dinosaurs.
Yeah, they're descendants of Jewish dinosaurs.
That's somehow one of the most ridiculous things that's been said on this show. And I'm shocked.
Yeah, there's both pro-Semitic and anti-Semitic. Yeah. How do we do that?
And pro and anti-Christian too, because Christians don't believe in dinosaurs.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
Or do they believe? Some believe in dinosaurs, but dinosaurs and man existed at the same time.
Some crazy like that.
Because they're like, if dinosaurs
they
existed,
rode
but
dinosaurs
not man,
around.
Yeah. Man was the start of time. Otherwise, it's a slight against God or something.
Yeah.
Because God couldn't have been a child and been like, I like dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are cool. And made those first.
What happened to...
And then he was like, fuck dinosaurs.
There's like God's avant-garde era. You know what I mean? Where he's making dinosaurs and whatever the hell. Avant-garde.
Avant-garde.
That's what he was.
Avant-garde is. Yeah. He was just
like a child what if it was like a lizard that can fly? And they're like, whatever, dude. Whatever you want. It's your canvas.
I just picture him as a kid playing with dinosaurs and then being upset and be like, I hate this stuff.
Yeah, time to move on to Legos. I'm 6 now.
Yeah.
We're the Legos era. Or no, we might be the computers era.
Yeah,
now we're on to the
technological era.
Yeah,
now.
God's like a weird teen right now.
Yeah,
who like doesn't have any friends. So he's immersing himself in computers.
Maybe someone's been bullying him and he's become a school shooter, and that's why.
No, that's going to be the rapture. Oh. That's the end. That's the end of time.
Once he becomes a school shooter.
Once he becomes a school shooter, that's the rapture.
How old's God right now? What are God years?
I bet he's like
God years are like reverse dog years.
I bet
it's like way slower.
I bet he's like 13.
He's
going to shoot up
through puberty.
He's going to shoot up the school at 16.
Yeah.
So we got like I think 100 years left.
He's going through puberty. He's going through some adjustments.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, that's all global warming stuff, I guess, and
disease again. Yeah, he's all sweaty and pimply.
He just gets sick every few years, which is like every 100 years for us.
Yeah, exactly. Like, Everyone's always covered in God cum, like up north. You know what I mean? That's why like New York got a big, or Austin got a big snowstorm. It's like God discovering porn because he's 13.
Everyone gets snow now.
Everyone gets snow now, not just these places. You get cum.
Why is snow splatting all over the desert lately? This is so weird.
I know why.
It's just snowing in the middle of this lake for no reason.
The middle of the ocean. Snow in the middle of the ocean? It snows everywhere when you're 13.
Snowed on top of a volcano? That sounds weird. That doesn't sound... The horny teen.
That was the new ice age is going to come.
Jesus made it to what, 33?
Something like that, yeah. Pretty good age. Not 27 Club, which is like... Would have been a cooler age.
Yeah, that would have been a more prophetic,
or like at least like rock and roll. I don't know if it's more prophety. 33 is a very prophety.
I was gonna
age.
say prophety, but boy, did that sound dumber than prophetic.
I think prophety sounded better. No, it's prophetic. There it is.
I thought you said that's prophetic.
I thought you said prophetic.
I said something stupid like that, yeah. Prosthetic.
Yeah. Don't criticize me for prophety when you're like prophetic.
That's close.
What is that?
But prophety is what I almost went with, and I was like, this is you say
yours,
when you don't know
yours
the word.
Is way worse because it was super dumb and it sounded pretentious. At least mine was just dumb. Mine was self-aware and dumb.
Yeah,
yours is like... You're just like, I'm writing my dissertation, prophetic. I'm gonna go buy an art museum.
You know,
sometimes
you're good at reading, but you don't ever hear people speak words. So
yeah, dude. The first time I heard homage,
yeah,
I was like, what? I was like 22 or something like that. The first time I heard that actually said, and I was like, that's that H word is homage. That's crazy. I was like,
homage.
Hey. Yeah, it's homage, dude. I've said I still read, and I read homage.
Yeah,
like, that's not right.
There's words, I can't think of a specific one right now, but there's some words where I'll read them like 6 times and then realize what it is, and I'm like, oh, you fucking idiot.
Yeah. Like eulogy. You're like,
yeah. Ugology. It's the study of Europe. The eulogy.
Like, no, it's eulogy. Somebody died. Have some respect.
Yeah, a lot of people died. It's Europe. I don't know.
People die all the time.
That's where we have wars.
That's where we have wars and plagues and all that fun stuff.
Did you see where that Biden's gonna pull out of Afghanistan on 9/11 this year?
Nice, dude. A clean 21 years. That is sick. Wow. That's a case of never forgetting right there. That's a guy who did not forget.
What a publicity stunt.
I know, right?
To be like, hey, we're going to pull out on 9/11. Yeah. That'll be a good date.
You buy Afghanistan a car, dude? What the fuck?
There's no
you
way
have a ring?
There's no way it's the correct day to pull out if you're choosing the day that it all started.
Why don't you do Mission Accomplished Day?
D-Day or something.
Yeah, I don't know, something else. He's pulling out on 9/11? That's hilarious.
What about pulling out on like the day we won a war or something?
Yeah, I was going to say, dude, that's going to make this day of mourning all of a sudden very confusing for a lot of people. Because some people are going to be like, 9/11 is the greatest day ever. It's the day I saw my son again. My dad came home. What are you talking about? 9/11's bad. 9/11 was the best day. That's when the Forever War ended. He just ruined 9/11.
Yeah, never forget the Forever War ending. Yeah. It's all so confusing. I get the shirts now. They make sense.
Dude, Jon Stewart is fuming somewhere. He's out there like, God damn it! I just did all these things for the firemen, and now they don't even have their own day.
Yeah, that's the real reason they're bringing them home. Is they're like, Jon Stewart made it, so we're gonna have to pay these people a lot of money if we don't get them the fuck out of there.
Yeah, we don't get them out of there.
War costs us money now. This sucks.
Dude, that's like having your birthday on Christmas. No, it's also my day too. We're like, shut up, idiot. We don't care that your dad died in a big building fire. The troops came home. This is the worst thing that's happened to America since 9/11.
This does it. Just erases 9/11.
You just took over. Way to go, Biden.
This is
way to go, dude.
This is the same as being like slavery never happened or something.
Yeah.
we're past it now, so it wasn't real.
Yeah, that's like fucking like passing the Civil Rights Act on the day the Emancipation Proclamation, or the day slaves came, or something like that.
Yeah, it's like
yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, it's like it.
No.
It ruins it. You ruined 9/11, Joe Biden. I love 9/11. You ruined it.
How dare you? Well, we still get to have cookouts on 9/11, I think.
Yeah,
so.
now it's like, God, the tone is gonna be so shifted. Well, it's cool. Whatever. Which 9/11 are you celebrating? Oh, the sad one? That sucks. I'm celebrating the good one.
That's how you pick your friends now. Like, how do you celebrate 9/11? You hate Muslims? All right, I don't want to be friends with you. It's good now, I think.
Yeah, it's like every religion has December 25th as a holiday. It's just different versions of December 25th. Right. That's what it is. Are you Passover or Easter? Or whatever Ramadan is. Is that Ramadan? I don't know. I don't know what that is.
I think that is around then. Ramadan's really long, I think.
Yeah.
So is Passover.
Yeah. Easter. Christians were like, fuck all this long fucking Passover Ramadan shit. And one day, and it's completely random. Who knows when it is?
And Passover.
I never know when Easter is.
Passover and Ramadan. I know. That's so weird because we use the Christian calendar, and they're still like different day every year.
Dude, it's like sometimes,
fuck you guys.
Sometimes it's in May, sometimes it's in like early April. It just doesn't make any sense.
This year, February. Fuck it. Who
Who cares? Jesus is back.
Even Halloween's the same day every year. Come on.
We should do Easter on 9/11, just because clearly both of those days mean nothing anymore.
Passover and Ramadan are also both like fasting holidays, where Easter's like, have a bunch of candy.
Yeah, right.
It's a big spit in the face. They're like, Easter happens right in between Ramadan and Passover. Fuck Easter your religions.
Easter is the Joe Biden 9/11 to the old 9/11. Like, literally, it's turning. Everyone's supposed to fast and think about how shitty they are, and Easter's like, nah, never mind all that. Candy and bunnies.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Fireworks now.
Nothing means anything.
Save some of your July 4th fireworks.
I can't believe you're doing that on 9/11. That's crazy. I'm like, genuinely, like,
it's just
crazy.
It's
what
a
fucking, like, a nice little pretending to, like, storybook wrap it up, like, and it's
exactly
over.
Man, we did it. We're done with the Middle East. No one's fighting there anymore.
There's just a crater where, like, millions of people lived. And they're like, we're done now.
We bring
on
everyone
9/11.
home,
How cute is that?
The next day, we're at war with Iran. We're like, we did bring them home from Afghanistan, but they're all going to Iran. War rules.
War.
Come on, everyone. War.
Opium war. Opium war. Johnson & Johnson's like, we made all our money through vaccines. You can pull out of Afghanistan now. You don't need to guard our opium fields anymore. We made a ton of money on this stupid COVID thing.
Yeah. Johnson & Johnson, they're recalling their vaccine right now and looking into it and everything. Like,
yeah.
Who could have called that Johnson & Johnson would have made the bad one?
Yeah. Johnson & Johnson has to kill at least 100 million people with everything they make.
Yeah. So they only killed 6 people with their vaccine. That's the least amount of people they've killed with anything they've ever made. Their baby powders killed more people.
I know, right?
Fuck you for
Everyone's
recalling
like,
it. Fucking idiots.
I'm not doing vaccines, but I'm going to do all of Johnson & Johnson's delicious family-owned OxyContin. Delicious. It's never done me wrong. I'm going to go drive this semi-truck.
Dude, the girl in the Purdue family came out and said that she is really happy about OxyContin and that it existed and it was a really good drug and all that other stuff.
Good for her.
It's like, fuck you guys on suing us and telling us we're the reason for the opium problem. I invented a good drug.
OxyContin is sick.
Really
Have you ever done OxyContin? It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome.
It was kind of the argument of like, you can't argue with something that's made $1 billion.
Yeah. And be like, the Avengers movies are bad. We made $1 billion, dude. Is it really bad? Who cares if it's just lights and famous people?
Yeah.
It made $1 billion.
People love Marvel movies, but OxyContin still higher box office.
Dude, honestly, I love the Marvel movies too, but I bet if I did a bunch of OxyContin, those lights and famous people would get a lot more fucking interesting.
OxyContin makes everything better.
Yeah.
You know? That's the whole thing. Maybe they did make a good drug, I guess.
Yeah, they did make a good drug. She is right. She did make some good shit.
Yeah. Hey, I made one of the best drugs.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't say good drug. I made some fucking good shit.
Yeah. That was what was wrong with the
you
article.
Ever done my
you have to curse.
Yeah. Don't say that's what it takes the context out of it. She's like smoking a cigarette in her bra. Like, I made a good drug, man. I made a fucking awesome drug. And all those people suing us can go fuck themselves. And then she rails a line. They didn't put that in. They should rail a line OxyContin right after saying that.
She's laying on just piles of money.
You know what this couch is? This couch is $20,000.
2 people's lives right here that I'm sitting on. Two devastated family trees right here.
Yeah.
So fuck the Purdue family. I don't know if we need to say that anymore. But.
Yeah, I think that's been a pretty good through line.
Yeah. Fucking assholes. That is, I do respect the sticking to your guns though, and being like, you know what? I don't care that we paid.
I made some good drugs.
Do you think she's done the drug a lot?
I bet at least half of that family has been
it.
devastated by OxyContin.
God, I hope so.
I really hope so. I hope they had to bury some cousins, even like an older brother. You know what I mean? I bet they had to.
I hope at least
while they were lower in the coffin, the dad was like, "This is the cost of success," and he was fine with it.
I hope they have a cemetery and says, "Here lies some of our profits." Fucking pieces of shit.
Yeah. He like his oldest son was like already doing heroin. He's like, all right, if you're gonna do heroin, at least test my OxyContin.
Tell me if this is as good as your heroin.
We'll send you to rehab a few times. It's not taking. Just at least test my drugs. Oh, this is good. All right, cool.
Here, bring some of these with you to rehab.
Yeah, you're back in the family.
Let your friends. Let your friends know these are safe. They're doctor recommended.
You're our head scientist now. We'll pay you. Lead researcher, Jordan Purdue.
You can get out of rehab much quicker because you're an important member of the medical community now.
Dr. Jordan Purdue? Oh, no.
No, you still have to earn a doctor title.
No. I am not a doctor.
Scientist, though.
I eat OxyContin for $200,000 a year.
Oh, guinea pig.
Yeah, you're a guinea. Yes,
but like a rich guinea pig.
But like if they paid the guinea pigs, okay.
This is the nepotism of guinea pigs.
More like a video game tester. I call it that.
It's really fun. Can't believe people are paying me to do drugs. This is great. I've been paying to do them all this time.
Yeah. So you got to know a guy. You got to know somebody. See? Everything is about nepotism.
You gotta know a dad. You gotta know my dad.
Even fucking being a drug addict is all about nepotism. If you do it right.
That's true. Hunter Biden did drugs all the way into the White House.
Most successful crackhead of all time. R.I.P. DMX. Second most successful crackhead of all time. Excuse me.
Yeah. He'll be forgotten quicker.
He will. I hope so. Hunter Biden made no good music.
I bet he tried to make music, though. I bet at some point
dude.
in that motel.
He downloaded Ableton fucking 6 months into a heroin
He had
thing.
acid. He's like, I like this one. It's named after a drug. I'm going to try this.
Yeah, exactly. What do you mean I can't afford FL Studio? It's free! Yeah, but you owed us so much money. Yeah, I don't know. That's good.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm done.
One day
we're
gonna find better ways to end.
I don't know how to end
podcast.
stuff. I feel like we just have a big laugh and we're like, all right, I'm done.
You know what? That sounds fine.
That was cool.
Yeah.
That was a good time.
Call back to last week.
Yeah, we called back. We called back. We cough it a bit back.
Yeah.
Yeah, check out the Patreon. We had a great episode last week that you probably missed if you didn't subscribe. So, joke's on you, loser.
Yeah.
Subscribe to the Patreon.
It's only $1. You don't have a buck?
You don't have a boat?
Poor
you
bitch.
Fucking broke motherfucker. What the hell is wrong with you? $1.
What'd you do? Spend all your money on OxyContin?
Yeah, what are you living in a box doing OxyContin? Thinking about how you can't afford more because you spent your last $1 on the Two Dumb Babies Patreon?
Yeah, if we're the reason you can't afford food, it's your fault.
Yeah. Also, if you're buying dollar heroin, stop doing that heroin. It's really bad.
Gonna kill you.
It's gonna kill you.
That's got fentanyl.
That's
in it.
fucked up. Yeah.
Actually, fentanyl's
more expensive. Definitely.
Yeah.
It can't be. You're losing
if you're
money.
doing expensive stuff. Probably also has fentanyl.
You're probably doing like olive oil or something like that. You're just shooting olive oil in your body. You should stop.
There's no way that's good. That's gonna make you hairy or something.
Yeah, exactly. Gross.
Sprout hair like a old potato.
I'm spudding.
There's gonna be a drug where you get to spud.
it's like crocodile.
Yeah.
You spud. Oh yeah, he's been doing too much.
You guys
he's been
just
doing
throw him
too
away
much.
at this point. He's gone bad.
It's where fingernails just grow out of your skin. Like, oh my god, this is horrible.
That's worth it.
But it
That's
feels
worse
so
than,
good. Like,
vagina teeth.
How could it feel good? There's fingernails coming out of your skin.
Because now you can chew up your food like this. I don't know.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
But what a rush. But wow, wow, does music sound good? Like, there's fucking fingernails coming out of your skin.
Now you can do coke and just grind your elbows. See? Way better.
Yeah.
Keep your mouth teeth. Have fucked up arm teeth. All right. Well,
Hey.
We'll see you guys next week.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Bye.
Thanks again for listening to the Two Dumb Babies Secret Podcast. If you enjoyed this, be sure to subscribe on Patreon at patreon.com/twodumbbabies, where you can get every episode for just $1 a month. Pretty good.